Possibly we can make our voice heard at the Conrad Hill. They'll be nominating Hubert Humphrey, but anything we can do to discourage them will be, I'm sure, wholeheartedly appreciated by most of the nation. So if you can get across, make your voice heard, it might possibly have some effect.
There's 25,000 American guys have been killed. These people should be inconvenienced. Because they have permitted it. They have allowed it.
And if they're on your side, they don't mind it. And if they're against you, then fuck them.
The Randolph Street Bridge is open.
Kill! 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 Hey, kill! Come on!
Come on! Kill!
Come on! Come on, I'm over here!
Kill! Shoot! Come on! Here's the time! Come on!
Shoot the kill!
Kill!
Shoot the kill!
Come on!
Shoot! Kill! That's it! Get him! Get him!
Against the police tear gas now.
They're letting him through now.
What happened here on the streets of Chicago last night is an indication of the mentality that is abroad in America today. Now, if you can tell me a way to get rid of Richard Daley as the mayor of Chicago without the political process,
it's like the only way we can. The way we can show the world Daley is not a reasonable authority.
I think I'd like to educate the people in another way, and I think it can be done.
What the hell's going on here?
They're finished talking to the general. They have their orders. What we did right now was try to set up some ground rules. They say we can go to 18 South Michigan and West on State. Now, when we get there, they are trying to reach their communication to find out if we're going to be stopped at that point. Now, again, I'm saying we have a legal right to go to my house. Now, if anybody get arrested on their way to my house, that's a false arrest system. Now, we are going to pull out of here now. We're going to stay on the left side of the street. We're going to walk as slow as we can because the general has to let his troops know down
And as many people as wanted to walk through. Okay, I left them just as they turned on.
Stay in the line. Stay in the line. Stay in the line.
Forward breath. Forward breath.
Keep moving.
Forward breath.
Keep moving.
They are at 12 now.
You know what Dick Gregory looks like? When he comes home, here's Lionel.
Gregory lives in Hyde Park. I think it's on 55th Street. If the march were to continue beyond 18th Street, it would be going right through the heart of the Black Belt in Chicago, south side of Chicago. They felt that this many people would attract quite a large number of black people. And they felt that perhaps, in my opinion, they felt that perhaps the march would swell to perhaps over 100,000 people, which is a crowd they feel that they could not control.
Okay, Lieutenant. All right, Lieutenant, very slowly. That's good. Forward. Stop. Forward, Lieutenant. Forward.
Nice and peaceful and calm.
Arm for peace.
Peace, baby, peace.
We have met an arrest situation once we step off the corner. Riot troops move back 5 feet. Now we're going to move across the street, and at that point, we'll meet the confrontation. Remember, you're on your way to my house. Let's move it, baby. There's not going to be no gas, because when we walk across the street legally, then they're going to arrest us legally, and then I feel we got a false arrest too. You are not on your way to a convention. You're on your way as a private citizen to my house.
Now, all of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of people in front. Now, I don't know who that whole bunch of people is. I think they ought to get away from in front, because we're trying to do it so as to preserve head. Everybody agrees on the idea of preserving head. We're not out to get clobbered. We're out to exercise our constitutional rights of protest. All you stones, just be cool.
I'm not going to get it on that. They kept Dick Gregory back then. The stones won't be surprised. They kept this Dick Gregory. As far as I know,
All who attempt to go any direction other than west will be subjected to arrest. Any other direction besides that direction, you go to jail.
Stand on the white. Please, stay over beyond the white line.
All stones be cool.
All right, George, now what you
Dick Gregory has been arrested. All delegates, please. All delegates, please. We have been told, as delegates to the Democratic National Convention, categorically, that we cannot walk on our present course where we are taking this evening stroll. We feel this is a violation of civil liberties. It is a refusal to respect our right as citizens to the streets, to free movement in this that is yet our America. If we're going to go to jail, let's go to jail.
You have to remember, in our city, we all have to have causes. Our main cause for 2 years in the convention business has been to struggle our way out of the potential losses that occurred through the destruction of the McCormick Place Exposition Center. The commitment of that convention to Chicago was tantamount to committing pretty substantial sums of money to the rehabilitation of the International Amphitheater. And the following publicity related to the Democrats prior to the convention was very, very helpful in steering many industrial groups back into the International Amphitheater. So the convention was very valuable to us.
Pershing Road is where the barricades were, and from that section on, you had to have a pass to get into it. In other words, the people who lived in there had to have to be screened too. It's always the poor guy that nobody worries about. In other words, it's just the way things are. You see it every day of the week. If you travel the city of Chicago, you're bound to run into it.
That's commercial. Y'all that talking, y'all talk to these white folks, not y'all, but y'all don't understand, and it's the same thing, man. That's what's wrong with black folks today.
Yeah, well, let me write it down. Go ahead, Ty, yeah, well, I understand that why a lot of people don't even want to talk in the first place about the thing that's going on, because they know that the white people only here to find out black people's position on the thing then, because the thing that went down at the Democratic Convention is only something that happened to white folks there. And the black people understand that this is something that's been happening to them for years there. A lot of brothers say this here is nothing but a commercial thing. This is something that they've been talking about for the last 4 years there. White people coming in. Now they want to know what black people's feeling is about the whole thing there. Black people know what the thing is now, and black people, at the point now, where they don't give a fuck about rapping, nothing, look for action there. And they feel that the hunky come in here, fuck with them, they ready to die there. As simple as that there. And that's the simple reason now I've been standing here for 10 minutes trying to get other brothers to talk. But these other brothers don't want to talk no more.
And you're talking about the Democratic Convention. They whoop niggas down here every night and never nothing say, and y'all be telling me about Democrats. Y'all can take that down the street somewhere, man. Just later. Our biggest job is, just getting our thing together. Later for whitey. They all grew up together. Right in this neighborhood here, all our life, me and him. All our life in this same neighborhood.
I grew up in this neighborhood myself, you know that.
You didn't grow up before we did.
I didn't grow up before you did, though, but I know the issue that's going on.
Well, you know how rough it was when you grew up. Imagine what it was like when we grew up.
Right on. I can do that there, but I also know what's going on there before the police.
You ever ate any powdered eggs? You ever ate any powdered eggs and drank any powdered milk? No, I don't believe it. Hey, please. Police, like I keep telling you, police ain't, y'all, it's later for the police, man. The police, they got their job, that's their job, let them do it. But if you get your thing together, you ain't got to worry about no police action. People are under the impression the police are invincible, and that the police is that's it. When you say police is over, later. It's me and you get together and can be so strong and so blend in so well. Ain't nothing gonna bother us no way. They gotta be worried about the police. Man, these people know police jumping on niggas, but these people know police beating them up, and only like you say, here they come now, cause some hunkers got jumped on at the Democratic Convention. But the police, man, y'all overemphasize it. The police is a bunch of brawls. A bunch of young, ignorant, patty boys that can't do no better, so they go out there and get on the job where they think they're going to harass some black dude. That's all. The average dude, you see a police, he must be some kind of sickness anyway, because if he's white, he can go out there and get a $15,000 a year job if he has something on the ball.
those are the things you put up with. In other words, you want to, you seem to avoid all that. In other words, you're staying away from trouble. You don't want to get in trouble, so you stay away from that, and you don't want to be involved in it.
You don't fuck with the police won't fuck with you. You ain't put that on us.
You believe that, Reed?
Yeah, I believe it. Because if this is another man, shoot at them too.
Did you ever see the police come around and crack black people's head for no reason at all? You haven't never seen that, huh?
Because I done got hit upside my head.
Was you doing anything to be hit upside your head?
What's wrong? But you didn't have to hit me.
Have you seen black people who got hit upside the head wasn't doing anything that you felt that was wrong?
Wasn't doing nothing.
I have seen them hit upside the head.
I have seen that. If a motherfucker don't take care of himself, he a dumb martyr. Yeah, you did? Take care of your own self. That's all you got to do. Am I driving?
The only thing I said there, I done seen the police, crack a lot of people's head there for no reason at all there.
You have cracked a lot of people's head for no reason at all when we was growing up. Remember?
Yeah, but that was a different time, though.
Okay, time changes now. It's still the same thing.
But I'm talking about the police, crack people's head.
What you care about the police? You didn't care nothing about them. Hey, man, I'm not nobody.
Sorry, man. I'm playing for
We better cut this out. Stop shooting.
See, black people have been demonstrating and going on for I don't know how long. And, we've been getting our heads beat and whatnot. And we knew what was going to happen when those folks went down there because we have seen the pigs on the scene. We know what he's like. We know what he's capable of. Just being a damn pig, oinking and beating and walking the streets. I'm sick of these damn pigs walking our streets. And so everybody gets uptight when a few hunkies get their heads beat. What did they do when we was getting our heads beat? So I don't even want to deal with why they got their heads beat, no damn Walker reporting up, whatever else that's going on. I just want to deal with black and black liberation. My scene is picking up my damn gun, and I'm a mother. Have my baby in one hand, my gun in the other, and walking up to some hunky, all hunkies, saying, I'm here, motherfucker, to get what's mine. Right on.
But, like all over the city of Chicago, each person, like Black Power is doing its own thing, and another is Irish Power, whatever you want to call it, we're all people and all poor folks. And like the Democratic Convention, and they're shortening their belly sticks and that, and they seem, they didn't care what kind of person you was. They works on you with that thing. We realized a whole lot of like Dudley and all, we realized we're in the same boat.
Power flows from the barrel of a gun.
Did you feel that something had to be done about Daley before the Democratic Convention?
Man, that's right. When he put out that shoot to kill, man, the man just got power mad. He just sit there and got so much power, man, till he worse than Hitler.
I said to him very emphatically and very definitely that an order be issued immediately under his signature to shoot to kill any arsonist.
Sure, everybody get a gun and go down the street, and every dark one you see, shoot. You know what I mean? They're all evil. But after it kind of calmed down and everything else, why, there was a different story to them.
To shoot to maim or cripple anyone looting any stores in our city.
Isn't he, after all, the man who coined the phrase, good government is good politics?
He does believe it,
and he thinks good government includes the suppression of leftist dissent.
Well, they did now. When they had this convention, about three, they thought, when Daley put out that shoot to kill order, you understand? So his colleagues come up there and told him, say, look here, man, you got to modify this thing. So he goes and modify it, but still mean the same thing. So when they had this convention, Daley said, this is my city, and y'all can't do what y'all gonna do. So he figured that these black brothers is gonna start some of these things. So he gets these police all hyped up, you understand? Like when you're playing football or something like that, the coach keep coaching and tell you and say, well, look here, Jack, we got to do this and we got to do that. So naturally, Jack, when this convention comes, these hippies and yippies come in, but ain't no black folks, they don't care who's there. They gonna whoop somebody, they got to whoop somebody.
What you saying, the police was there? The police, all this military force was there for the black people there, huh?
That's right, man. But we was cool. We laid dead. We gonna dig and see what happened. But then still, the police, they got to whoop somebody because they fired up. They just got to whoop somebody. They don't care who they whoop. And like when the white folks did, they said, look here, baby, now, they tell this, look here, he done fucked up because you whooping my kid. But now, you whooping them black folks, it's a shame. We wouldn't like to see you do it, but you done fucked up now, damn, because you done whooped my kid, baby. That's my man. He stood as lawyers, doctors, and so on and so forth. And these middle-class bourgeois folks, they going to college, they got dough. They folks got dough. People like us, we ain't got no dough. If we go to college, we got to go on, on athletics scholarships and so on and so forth. So what the hell to do, Jack? Then they said, well, this is my country. He blocks off a whole neighborhood now, and then people live there, they can't raise their windows. It's hot. They can't raise their windows now. What kind of shit is that? Huh? You know this, man, don't you?
I just want to see how far, your idea
about these things,
correspond.
Right here is the amphitheater, right in here. All along here, and all these streets were blocked up. These are the little businesses that were complaining that couldn't get, in other words, they couldn't get in there to them.
After all, the success of a city is based on the total input, and conventions are valuable to a city basically for two reasons. One, of course, they bring money to the city, but also there's a fantastic exchange of ideas that occur at a convention.
You don't know what we have. You think you know what we have. You don't know what we have.
So what happened when they took you out of the police station?
Whoop my ass. Police out there with this sign on their car. What that do? We serve and protect. That's right, Dad. They serve us with them 38s and them shotguns and shit and protect the white folks. That's what they do.
I know what the police gonna do, tell you. Look at, I got my defense knocked out over here with a big old ball of handcuffs. That's not gonna happen to me no more. Never. Never.
If you're arrested today in the near north neighborhood in a car that's 2 years old or older for failure to make a left turn signal, you know darn well that every person in that car is going to be yanked out of the car by the police officers. I understand that there's a police directive that in giving a ticket, the police officer is to approach the automobile, and there is to be no request made to get out of the automobile. This directive is completely bypassed in the areas that they want to rule by fear.
When you come out, you got to come out with your hand out. Your hand out. I was coming down Jackson Boulevard one evening, and the police put the light on, so I pulled over to the side. And I got out of the car, when they got out of the car, and they came to me and they asked me for my driver's license. So I showed it to them, And then they told me that I didn't have no tail light on the left side of the car. And so I said, so? And so they said, well, we got to give you a ticket, And I didn't want that, And so, before I know anything, they had turned me around on the car and start pushing all on my pockets and patting me down and everything, like I was a criminal or something, And then this time I turned back around and told them they didn't have to do that, If they're going to arrest me, take me on down to the station. And then this time, he sprayed some little dab in my face, Hey man, at this time was you resisting arrest or anything? No, I wasn't resisting no arrest. And he sprayed something in my face. The little old stuff they spray in your face. Mace? Mace. Then it got next to me, so I was turning around to try to get my breath, because the stuff is rough. And by this time, I made for the gangway, try to get some air, because this time a whole lot of people had gathered around. I was trying to get some air. And I couldn't get no air. Then they started shooting up in there with shotguns and everything, And then by this time they had called some, this time a whole lot of police came around and had me standing up. And a little white rookie cop came out and hit me. And when he hit me, I didn't have no other choice but to hit him back. And when I hit him back,
This time, 5 or 6 more was on me with rifles, hit me all in the head.
What were you doing when this rookie cop hit you?
I wasn't doing anything.
Other words, he can't hit you for nothing then.
Cause he hit me for nothing. He called me, he said, "You little black motherfucker, you," and then hit me. By this time, I didn't have no other choice but to hit him back. When I hit him back, another white cop hit me behind the head with a shotgun. I fell, and they was all over me. They handcuffed me behind the back. They took me on down to the station, and I talked to the man. You know, I said, "Why you want to do that?" Then he gave me a whole lot of static down there. And then behind that, when I went to court, the judge told me that I didn't have no respect for the police and gave me 60 days in the county jail.
The more you are, the less you get out of it. In other words, the less respect you get out of any courtroom you go in. Any judge, colored, white, pink, purple, any color he is, the less respect you get out of him. If you're poor, you ain't gonna get nothing. That's the reason I don't believe in that law. That law ain't nothing. That law ain't nothing. That law is for people with money. If you haven't got no money, you don't have no law.
I don't have too much faith in the legal system at all. Legally, they have to lower the bonds, but I don't think they're going to lower them enough as to where they just can't put up that bread, you know. And one particular mother I talked to last night, I told her that the total bond was $13,000, and she started crying on the phone, you know, because she, it was impossible for her to raise any of that $13,000, because she got about 4 or 5 kids.
And some cop might have gone into court there and said Black Panthers, and that's the first he heard of it. He got panicked, you know what I mean? So he said, better set a high bond. Or on the other hand, the whole thing might be clear to everybody, and they might be starting into their program already. I kind of don't think they're that much together about it. That's hard to tell. There ain't no point to speculate about it, really.
Well, you know, this goes like this here. If you're white, you're right. If you're black, stay back.
We said an old song, Negroes name hell in vain, poor white remains like a bushel train. You know, cats say, hey, yeah, right, I dig it, you know? And you say, like, is it black cats who are, like, you know, stopping you and making you pay them off on your way home from working in that crummy factory before you go to that bar where you cut each other up? No, man, it's like the man is making you tight. The man is turning you in on your wife. The man is turning you on your buddy on the line.
And they're starting to dig it, but they always relate it to the black man. And they got the racist thing about them, man. They don't dig the black man.
Yeah.
And you got to get them over this, man. And they can get over the hill when they fight with the black man for the common cause. That's out of sight. That's beautiful.
If we can get you together and me, we get all three of us get together, we ain't going to have nothing going on. If we can't get our heads together, I say, well, maybe I'm the one part about a bill and you know another and you know another. And when we get together, if all three of us don't go together, we can't build it.
It's a class fight anymore. It's not more really a race fight, but they don't realize it yet that it's a class fight. Some of them do.
That could be the way it would be. Right now, I think the color is a factor. There are...
Indians say, you know, from the time white men showed up here, we've had meetings with them and discussed things, that they've always taken things from us, and it's, you know, and things aren't going to change now, which they really haven't, and it's just continued on this way.
They want a Gold Coast back here. Here's a picture on the wall, Uptown out to regain its glory. And you can't do this with pig farmers and Indians off the reservation. You got to get rid of them. Because a high-rise that they build here, you know, even like the 221 D3s, that one high-rise will, you know, $9,600 for taxes on one high-rise that replaces a couple of buildings. That's more taxes than a whole city block. And that's why, you know, poor people are uprooted.
You should, you know, talk to the young patriots. They're just young street guys who are doing things. And
what do we want to do? We want to stop getting hassled. We want to have our office. We want to do our thing without, you know, getting hassled by the cops. We want to get all together.
I sat in jail for 2 years, man. And
I thought, telling me we got to get them.
And I did a lot of thinking, man. And the thinking is that there's a rich man, man, and a rich man all the time got to have a dog to kick, you know? And that's us, brother. That's us.
We're the dog.
We're the doggies kicking, man.
Like my mother, she pays $30 rent for 2 rooms. She pays $20 on groceries, and she's got $10 left to get back and forth to work, and that ain't shit.
Okay, I want to fight, man, but I don't think that you can deal with the man on his terms. There's some times when you got to go in, you know, you can say nonviolent, and then up to a certain extent, you know, you have to use violence. You got to use your wits, man. Everybody got wits. Right. Everybody got some smarts. You gotta... See, one of the things that's good about the Young Patriots is there's different kind of people in it other than Southern. You know, we got Spanish, Indian, Italian, some blacks in it.
Roberta.
Right.
Roberta's the cool head. Where does he come from?
Cuba.
We even got a Cuban guy. Can't understand English, but you know he can talk anyway. You know.
See, and they're all interested in the problems they got here. You know, and they want to change them. What we have to do now is pull ourselves together into a functioning group of people who can go out and rebel against them. I'll tell you what, man, get about 20 of us one night, we'll jump one cop, man, we'll tear them apart with our hands, man, and we'll put the fear of God in the rest of the summer.
I do the same thing them kids. I give me a gun and put it on the phone. Like that, man. You think I'm bullshitting? The men die too, man. I'm hip, man. I get sometimes when they feel the same way we do, man. Somebody's dying, man. I don't give a shit what form they are. It's the bourgeois motherfuckers keep us apart, man.
The one that's got the green shit.
Bourgeois motherfuckers.
Remember the same cats that are sending people over to to die, but they're also sending people over to kill other people, man. Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to kill each other. They got no say in what the fuck's going on any more than we got any say in, see? I'm saying the cats are making bed in that fucking war, see? Okay, we send our fucking troops to Nam because the cats are making the fucking arms in the government, man. The cats that are selling the bullshit, whatever they're selling it, you know, textiles, man. The cats that are building army bases are making bread, and they're tight with the cats in the government. They're saying to the government, man, listen, man, to protect our investment, we got to keep the fucking South Vietnamese regime going. See? So it means they send over American cats to die over there so they can make their fucking money. Our group, the United States of America, that little group, does not agree with the other group. It ain't agreement, man. It ain't agreement. No, it ain't, man. Now, like they want to blow motherfuckers, man. I think they're gas, man. I dig the fuck out of Kong, man. Now, like I think those motherfuckers got all kinds of balls. Now, they want to pull our troops out of Vietnam. They don't want to. They do. No, they don't. I heard it on the radio. They said before they would talk. Man, I hear a lot of bullshit in the radio. Radio bullshit, man. Hey, bullshit. Do you think we should pull our troops out of Vietnam? Fuck yes. All right. Now, say if we pull our troops out, they have got time to build their defenses against our country. And when we go back... What makes you think the motherfuckers want our country, man? If I don't want their motherfucking country, they want to take it. Who's they? The government. What government? The little group. The American government and the Vietnam government wants to take it. They want power to take over our country. That's why they're fighting in the first place, to see who gets more land. I don't think it's a land thing, man. I think it's a money thing.
Fuck the rest of that shit.
You buy real, true, honest friends with money that...
If you got money, you can buy fucking shit if you want it, man. I'm here.
Money is something,
like Jim says, man, with money you can buy a cop and them to beat on your ass, kill you, man. They're gonna get away with it.
Yeah, but see, money is something, but can you just got money and, like, if none of us bought us, can you buy us to be your real friends to protect you? If I can't buy you, I can buy people to kill you. So I'm here. Fuck you. See, if I don't want to deal with you, I can wipe you out, man.
If he can't buy you, he can buy people just like you.
If I had a gun, I could wipe people out too, man. Oh, yeah, your gun is small, your gun is small. Because your gun ain't organized like the pigs are. Your gun ain't organized like the army is, man. Man, the fucking pigs are shit, the fucking army shit, man. We gotta get our power going so we can fight for what we want against the people who do not believe about what we want. That's what the pigs don't believe. I think the pigs don't believe in what you want. The fucking pigs, that is not an organization to protect people. That's a fucking racket to make money. Okay.
What's everything else in the fucking world, man? What's this war for? The war's the same thing, a racket to make money.
A lot of cats are defecting. A lot of cats are saying, well, I'd rather get high than fight your war. And they say, well, take me to the stockade. I want to go to jail. I don't want to get killed. See, like the black cat, like the Panthers now, getting the whole thing about, Huey sitting in that chair with the sword. He's not on an ego trip. What he's saying is doing something so little black kids can say, right, when I grow up, I'm going to be a Panther, see? And see, white cats ain't had nothing to look forward to. They got no alternative. They know it gives us dignity, and we're going to fight too.
People's fighting us. We can put up a fight ourselves. But I believe that we should really have united power. We shouldn't fight each other. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get people to come in. Like I'm going with you tonight and talk to these people. I want them to come into our circle. Like he said, there shouldn't be little circles. It should be all one big circle of people fighting for the same thing.
But we should go into their circle as well, you know.
We should all go in together.
When we say come into our circle, then it makes it a clique again.
As a direct result of that letter, there has been a change, and we did get some publicity, and I gave Bill an article that was written in the Tribune, which if you want you can read. Okay, gives us direct credit for this change.
I don't know you people don't know me. I'm from the Young Patriots on the north side. You people here are middle class whites.
Oh, God, we've gone through this too much. I'm tired of it, man. Just tell us what you don't like. We really are.
Now, y'all think the cops are supposed to protect you and all this good shit. But we want to get all these people together so we can fight together. Y'all can join us. If not, y'all can fight it. We want proper housing for the poor people. We want proper jobs for the people that have no education to get jobs. The right payment. We want decent housing so people can live. People that's got 9 children, their father can't work. That's what we want. That's what I'm here to talk to you about tonight.
Yeah, but Johnny, you see, we have 2 candidates who come here. One man is waiting here a long time. He has to speak. You know,
Well, I've been waiting all my life.
Yes, but I know he's...
I would like to amend the motion to ask Johnny to come back at a future meeting and to discuss this matter thoroughly as a regular point of the agenda.
Well, this little light of mine, and I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everybody sing, come on. What we gotta do is let it shine and know them as neighborhood fire, wherever we might be. Hey, that's the whole subject of thought of the night. Protect your neighborhood, protect your people. Show them you're together and stand up for what's yours. All right, let's go one more time. Yeah, y'all losing me, man. Hit it. We shall not be moved like the tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We've got to keep working on those people. Because they're going to keep messing over as long as you just sit around and let them. I know that, many people don't like this kind of talk. Maybe they just like to sit around and have a lot of fun. But you're going to have a lot of fun after you're moved out and have to go back to the hill country or down on the plains of Missouri, where you're kicked out into another slum, and then you don't have no people with you. I know how it was when I first come to uptown. All was living here was a lot of high-class folks that called me hillbilly. Man, that's a proud name to wear anymore. If you don't get organized more and more, if we don't get this coalition going, if we don't get the burst of people, and the young patriots will build up more and more, we're not going to be able to do anything, I remember. Everywhere I go, I'm going to let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm going to let it shine. Say, everywhere I go, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Say, dog at the ball, the dog at the ball. Dog's chewing the ball. He got it.
He said that for me to come back and y'all would want to ask me questions, so I brought some of my brothers along with me tonight because they know a little bit more about uptown than I do. They've lived there longer than I have. And,
This is Brother Bug. You'll run it down to you all. Okay, my name is Jew Bug. I'm in the Young Patriots. I've been in Uptown about 10 years. And, Uptown is like a southern ghetto. A lot of people who's migrated from the south to the north for better jobs and stuff like that. We had a school set up to teach neighborhood people how to, not how, but how the system works in the United States. Things from taxes, things to how Mayor Daley goes on about his stuff, about Vietnamese people, and about why we're in such a trap. Because it is a trap. My old lady's on welfare, and the guys that I'm here with, most of them was on welfare too. And like it's not a sob story, we're just trying to, survive through the thing like everybody else is that's in the ghetto. I know this is a story that y'all heard from, that you've heard before from people who's fighting the black ghetto, like the Black Panthers.
a group that I will respect for their name and what they're trying to do. And because partly I understand it and I feel it. So everybody, these guys, young guys, including myself, got together and organized a march over the local police station who was protesting against this one cop who happened to be one of the most decorated cops in Chicago and also one of the biggest killers. Okay, what happened is this cop jumps up and says, look, son of a bitch and hillbilly, since I see you out on that street again tonight, so I'm going to blow your head off. We wasn't smart enough, we didn't know that we was going to be attacked by the cops right away. But we were. Like everybody broke up, everybody went home, everybody went to the local hangouts. That's when it happened, when they called us 2 or 3 at a time. We got our heads beat in, cats got shot at, got run out of the neighborhood and everything else.
You know, like this button here. You know, it's got all colors. It's red, yellow, black, brown, whatever. If there was a coalition in Uptown of different organizations getting together.
I'd like to introduce Bob Lee, section leader for the Black Panthers.
Well, I don't have to tell my story. These brothers have already did it. We're all niggas, it seems like.
Do you have any proposed plan to remedy all of these wrongs that are in existence now? Do you have some specific project that you can come to us and we can support? Or how can we help you to accomplish as a community? How can we help you to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish?
Help us in ways that we need it most at this moment for getting the place open, which we've been at different places trying to do and can't do it. And in ways of, if you got any doctors or lawyers or money in good, to help us out. And in return, what can we do for you, man? What can we do for you?
These little cats is a nice man, and we all should be right now trying to help these cats how to get their thing together. When they can go in the community, and also get the people in the community together, man, you know, and see if they want it.
I would like to know the Panthers' feelings towards Jews. Are they going to start this?
Well,
I mean, that's what we know the New York Times.
The only way I can answer that, like, as far as like in some communities, the Jew is a symbol of exploitation. You know, and in some communities, the Italian is, the Polish cat is, the Japanese is, and some communities, the black cat is a symbol. So the people are oppressed. This happens to be the cat. They want all things. That's all I can say. That's all I honestly can say.
You know, I think you're missing a very important point. That is, the people here are barely strong enough to help themselves.
Oh, really?
And you have to organize your own people.
What sort of bag you live in?
What?
What sort of bag you live in? How much you pay rent?
That's beside the point. That's the point. You're happy. I listen to you, now you listen to me.
Okay, what part is it?
That's not the point.
Different. What's the difference? I'll tell you the difference. Man, when you live in a pad where you got roaches and rats, you just think about getting to the next
That's
minute.
not what I'm talking about.
Well, what are you talking about?
Get your grown-ups, get your parents to go around knocking on doors. You don't want charity, that's what you're getting now. It's no good.
We're getting charity?
Any ABC, none of that's any good. You want to get out of it, right?
Well, what they're trying to say is that their problems are your problems too, lady.
Would you guys consider organizing along Black Panther Party?
Well, hell yeah.
You talk about no exploitation from whites, blacks, or anybody. But I'm going to ask you straight out. What other than capitalism, what we have here, you're going to have, you can say, well, okay, you know, that's a fair profit, that's fine. Where do you draw the line?
Panthers is the vanguard, man. We're talking about tearing the shit down from the bottom, starting from the bottom, going up. A non-capitalistic state. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about revolution. You know, people get hung on like panthers of self-defense. You know, that's hard war. We're talking about war, urban guerrilla war. It's going to be tried. We're not talking about trying to, you know, we've been trying all these things you've been talking about, man. You know,
no good. For these brothers' sake, it's no good.
Helping these guys is all very nice, but it's also a lot of liberal bullshit.
You've just played the great liberal game of being very interested in what's going on someplace else.
I am tired, man, of every time people saying to me, we are nothing but goddamn white middle class son of a bitches, no good for the... Wait a minute, we are ready to do action now, if there is action now. A lot of you guys have got a lot of talk and knocking us, fine, and I think we've got a lot to learn. But if there's anybody who feels that in any way that they have been pushed by police, we will do what we can, action now, by going to see Brash personally, if necessary to arrange a march, if necessary to put it in Royco's column. Now what else can you do aside from shoot the cop? Now if you've got a program or an answer other than criticism, tell us.
This is poor people's power. And that's what this little hand-painted button's all about that we've been passing around to people. People that want to take over and have a government for themselves, that they'll be treated right. That's what it's all about. I want to introduce a man that come over tonight from another part of town, but he's fighting for some of the same causes we're fighting for, and start the meeting off. So I'm going to introduce you to Bob Lee here and let him rap a little while. Bob.
I'm a Black Panther. I'm a section leader of the Black Panther. This is Parsley. He's a security man. This is Sister Ruby. We met with Junebug and his brothers last Wednesday night, last week, at the Church of Three Crosses, where we both had a chance to rally, get together. Panthers are here. Panthers are here. For Uptown. Okay? For anyone who lives in Uptown. Brown, green, yellow, purple, or pink. But I'm saying Panthers are here, and you'll have to tell us what we can do and what we can do together. We come here with our hearts open, you cats to supervise us, where we can be of help to you.
One thing we're going to have to do is put our heads together and figure out where we can help Uptown, help the people in Uptown.
Right.
And the thing is that I want everybody who's got any questions at all to speak them up and say them now.
Who's here is concerned people? Who's here that wants to see this thing move?
Yeah, man.
Right on. But the first thing we talk about now is how we're going to organize. You know, where are we going to organize? We almost right now, man, figure out like what we want. You know, what do we want? What do you want? What do you want, man? What do you want in your community? What do you want here?
Look here, man.
Don't lay back on the cuts, man, and, you know, like, we're not moving, man. Are you afraid of you want to take berets off, man, or what, man?
You propose that you do a lot of marching and things like
No,
that?
sir. No, sir.
It seems like marching seems to do more harm than do good.
No, sir. No marching. No, sir. The thing that we're about is that this is your community. This is your community. Let's move. You know, and we can't move without you. We can't move. We can't move without the people.
Like on the west side, the south side, you have a basic unity to start with.
You got to pull the skin color.
Right.
Okay, but then the thing we got to deal with is concept of poverty, man. We got to do racial color things. See, I mean, concept of the same thing. There's welfare up here, people on welfare up here. There's people that receive ADC. You know, there's police brutality up here. There's rats and roaches. There's poverty up here. That's the first thing that we can unite on. That's the common thing we have, man. And we can unite on poverty, and unite on the concept of poverty. You know, everything becomes colored, man.
Right on. The building's not fit for dogs to live in, but humans having to pay $144 a month for the thing. They sell the building, you know, to new ownership. What we need is understanding among the people.
Right on.
Coalition between the people to stick together.
Right on.
And take them owners and put them over here in the lake somewhere.
Right on. Right on. This man right here, you know, the things he said, these are things we can start working on. We can start working on those very things. Getting rid of the Urban Progress Center. Get the cats gonna get themselves together. Get rid of these little junky employment agencies the cats gonna. I mean, these are things you start working from, man. These are the things you can start working from. Lady, stand up and tell us some of the hell you've been going through. I did something.
Show my granddaughter, Marcella. She wants to be free.
Stand up.
Tell them what they're doing to Eddie out there. When we come out and how they talk to your mother and how they jumped on us down. Come on, don't be bashful. I talk too much. You all got to talk. Now's the time to talk.
You don't want your kid to be raised up the jive you're coming through now. You don't want to.
I can't tell.
People got to do something. Can't have only one or two leaders.
Please, stand up. Just stand up.
Got to have the people doing something.
Can you do it?
Come on.
My sister-in-law, she came up and said that the cops were out there fritzing my brother, and we went out there, and there was one of them cops were sticking a knife in my mother's behind, just sickening. I went up and I asked him what he was doing. He says it's none of your business. He told me to get out of there, asked me who I was, and I said I was his sister, and he told me to get the hell out of there.
She was cussing the cops out like mad. She's in here.
Call up the police when nothing's going on, and the police are going to come make it happen.
They're trying to put your words in your mouth, make you put yourself in jail.
But I want you people to stick together, and I'll stick with Black Panther, and they'll stick with me, and I know they will. We're going to do it our own way, and that's all there is to it.
Right on, your own way.
I saw a Black Panthers movie last week. Their points are real good, man. You got to pick up your gun, that's all.
Right on.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them coming down the street and kicking my damn head in for nothing I ain't done. Bobby Hutton gave his life, man. The cat was 18 years old. He gave his life. And from that day on, Panthers moved up for the black community are concerned. From that day on, Panthers moved up because black communities knew and felt what Huey was saying, but Huey went out and did for the people what the people wanted to do for the last 15, 20 years. He did to the pig what Roger would like to do. Nobody's saying that, hey, we're not saying go out and off the pig, go out and start shooting the pigs. You know, but this is the way Huey did it. If it comes to that, I'm sure that one of these brothers are capable of doing it. We're going to stop this shit one way or the other if we have to fight with guns. Before you can do that, got to be some discipline. I'm reacting to what you want to do. Okay, the first thing is discipline, man, before you can even control the pig, or you're off you, man. From here, you start out going into the community so the community know, man, what you're doing. Because see, if the pig off you, Roger, and you be going to the funeral, man, you've been in the casket, and the people in the community don't even know you're dead. You got to have the community back. The pigs, the police are protecting the landlords. If Roger run out with a Molotov cocktail to throw in one of these rat-infested buildings, they kill him. They kill him. They kill him. Somebody answer why? Why the man come down on us like that? Why?
About protecting people, they're about protecting property.
Right. You been in jail before, baby? You been in jail? Right on. So I'll tell you nothing about the pig. Once you realize, man, that your house is funky with rats and roaches, you know, same way a black dude's house is, you know, once you realize that your brother's been brutalized by the cops, the same way the west side and south side is, you know, once you realize, man, that you're getting inadequate, man, education in these high schools, the junior high schools over here, the same way the south side and the west side, you know, once you realize that you are paying taxes for the cops to whoop your ass, you're paying them. You're paying them, man, for to whoop your ass. You're paying them to come in to beat your children. You're paying them to run you off the corners. And you're paying them to kill you. Deal from there. The same thing is happening on the south side and the west side. And you can realize that concept of poverty, a revolution can begin.
Now Wednesday, model cities is meeting, and they're going to put through some kind of program, and you know, we're all going to get run out of here eventually. Now I put a proposal together that people that want to be together, people listening to this stuff and digging it, and people that's got it in their hearts that want to be together, be up here Wednesday. We go down and we stop that meeting.
All through the city, there's $38 million supposed to be split up to bring poor people out of poverty. What the hell have they bought? What have they done? Not a damn thing. These goddamn people that own businesses here in Uptown are sitting down, and we can't sit on those consoles. We can't tell where the money ought to go. Damn it, we ought to go down there and stop them and piss on the money and do the neighborhood right. If we can't do it, they ought to do it.
Wednesday will be for confronting the model cities.
And you better be the guest, because the pigs are in here right now, and they know what we're going to do, you dig? When you do it right, or don't do it at all. We done something with those. Yeah, but now we're trying to get the floor if we get over there.
Wow. Look at here, sir. I'll see you Monday night. Look at here. I'll see you Monday night.
It takes time, and if you expect Uptown to change overnight, you've got a guest coming.
It's
and if you think this council...
poor to change them for the rich.
Right on!
The motion now says that we will present the program that they have accepted.
We'll have our day.
Right on!
You're not using up for the poor.
The people in the audience will be heard when there's not a council member speaking.
I reserve my time. You know, for a long time, we've been coming here and we've been quite little children. Community people, they ask for citizen participation. I want to show you where citizen participation goes and how it's voted up on. Except those points are presented tonight, they're voted on, and not only voted on, we was going to just ask voted up or down, but passed. I'll guarantee you that this council will not be met with no more, and this council will not meet again, and there's 200 more citizens that's meeting at Threshold tomorrow night to see that it's ended.
Your remarks, number one, the remarks are very much out of order. To do with citizens' participation, which is a document which is not being considered tonight. Concerning this motion. All those of you in favor of voting, please raise your hand. If you wish to vote at this time, take your seat. Raise your hand.
Doesn't need it. It does not care. His failure to vote means it doesn't pass. Therefore, it's voted to pass it. But that means it's not needed. It is needed to pass it. It's not needed. It's only needed to pass it, but it's not needed to have it fail. If he doesn't vote, it fails, and therefore he votes. It's not necessary to pass it for you. As a matter of procedure, you're incorrect, Dick. No, let's go in the room and talk about it.
This is worse than any southern town ever was.
What you doing?
It's worse than any southern town ever was.
It's worse. Let me tell you, it's worse, neighbor.
We supported your goddamn business in uptown. All those in favor of adjournment, please raise your hand. Thank you. This meeting stands adjourned.
It's our meeting. The director said we could meet. All the people in sympathy with the people here, please sit down. If you wish to attend this meeting, please sit down. Will somebody close the back doors? I feel a draft coming in. Before the cop comes in, there's a cop coming in here. Don't say nothing. Let Bob set it up with him, and then we're going to ask him to go back out again. This is a community relations sergeant. I want them to talk and get it over with real quick to set up a meeting.
Coming in, take it easy.
How are you?
My name is Bob.
Yes, Sergeant Kramer.
I'm working with the Committee on Police Brutality and Harassment. We, the United People, would like to arrange a meeting with the police department.
We already discussed that.
We want to really meet and discuss some things that happen in the community that you know are real and that people here can vouch for, that it has been happening. We're trying to build some rapport with the police district here.
Right.
Build some rapport with the people, if not with the officers on the street, at least with the officials inside the departments. Whereas maybe they can pass some sort of rules rules or policies to stop this wanton harassment, sir. So, like, I think that I'll ask Mr. Geary here to announce our next meeting, whatever night that would be, sir, and you can have one.
Well, we found out when we're going to have this meeting.
Monday night, right here.
Right on.
We're going to show them how to have a real council meeting here. The first hour is with the pigs. The next hour is with the people. And the streets belong to the people and not the pigs, remember that. I know different. And I know your reasons of why that you've been hollering and the things that you've been saying. And I talked to Sergeant Kramer the other day, and I talked to Commander Conley, and they both told me they wasn't aware of what was happening on Wilson Avenue. And so here tonight, we're here to make them aware of it. We want to have a good community, a good neighborhood, and furthermore, we intend to have a good neighborhood and a good community. Now, I'm going to turn the meeting over at this time to the chairman of the Police Brutality Committee, as what we call it. I would like to be able to drop the part brutality and let it become just the police committee, and hopefully something can be worked out here tonight. I'll give you the chairman of that committee, Mr. Bob Lee.
Personally, one thing happened to me Monday night as I walked the street, but that was the past. So I think Junebug right now can release some things.
Okay, would all the young patriots get up here and stand in front? This is about half of the group of guys that I'm working with in Uptown, and we like to say that we're not a gang, and we got a 4-point thing going. One thing we're for is better housing for people in the neighborhood. Another is stop the police harassment. Another is trying to end urban renewal from kicking people out of the neighborhood. And the fourth thing is to have better relations between people in the neighborhood who doesn't know each other. We're out to help the community is the best way we know how. And that if our guys get arrested, we're going to try any way possible to stop it. I'd like to hear your comments.
Well, first of all, I just wanted to congratulate you on taking the title of the Young Patriots. To me, that has a connotation of meaning patriotic. And I like those words. They're kind of unique these days. Now, there's nobody in this room that knows anything about being poor any more than I do, or anything more about your plight than I do. I ask you to keep your questions constructive. I ask you to keep the meeting orderly, and I assure you that something will come out of it.
A week ago today, 6 young men, along with myself, were walking down Broadway Street. We just left a meeting at Junebug's house. We were detained for 2 hours, I would say. 6 or 7 fellows walking down the street. So I'd like you to maybe define, like, is 6 guys on the street considered a gang, or at this time of night?
First of all, I will concede that police officers generally are a little prejudicial in regard to any citizen who perhaps doesn't dress or look like the way they think people should look. Now, I certainly appreciate your plight being a Negro, but it would be silly for me to stand here tonight and make excuses for my men or try to make you feel a little better by saying my men were wrong. It would be wrong both ways. We have to know some of the background. There may have been a robbery there an hour before, 15 minutes before. There may have been a crime wave before. There may have been burglaries. There may have been jackrolling, so many things. We're trying to better things. We're trying to bring out in the police officer, we're trying to teach him that everybody isn't like him. Sometimes things happen that I don't know about, but I will make it my business to know about them if you will bring it to my attention. About a Red Squad. Every meeting that's been held in Thresholds Hall has been observed by the Red Squad and photographed because I've watched it. I want to know what the purpose of this is.
The Red Squad? They take your pictures just as these people are taking my picture here.
No, it's not quite that open.
Well, apparently it was. You saw it and other people have seen it. There are those units within the police department or any law enforcement unit that have as their function the investigating and looking into organizations that perhaps are a little on the suspect side or have revealed themselves in such a way as to be a little bit questionable.
Who defines that?
Perhaps we do.
Is this the one, Bob? Is this the one the police officers took off of you? Now, this was a Nixon Agnew button, but we didn't have money to buy a button, so we painted over. The Oriental people, the Spanish people, the white people, the black people, and the red people.
Policemen have taken these buttons off somebody in this room.
Yeah.
Who?
This young man.
Well, I can't see where that's right. That's completely wrong as far as I can see. Somebody that can come up and take a button off you for no reason whatsoever.
What's the purpose of something like that be?
Well,
Can I say something? I'm only 16 years old, and they threw me up against the wall and slapped me a couple times, even in the cop station.
for what, son?
For what? I don't know. They come in my friend's house, they drag me to the police station. 2 detectives take me out the hall and try to make me say things that I ain't. And slap me because I won't say that I ain't something. And then you expect me to come and tell y'all, you're going to have a squad car watching me 24 hours a day? Because when they say I say something to y'all about them knocking the hell out of me, then they say they're going to kill me. Can you have a squad car watching me 24 hours a day to make sure that they don't harm me? I've had them in the police station. In the police station, take me in the back room and bang my damn head against the wall. Say, let me see how tall you are, and then crack my head like that.
What did you do, son?
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Just being in a friend's house. And they come in and take me to the station.
Don't make no matter what you do. An officer's not supposed to hit.
They say they're going to kill me if I tell anything. They say they're going to kill me. They even tell me in the police station, if I catch you outside, I'm going to kill you, boy. And I can't walk down the street.
For what reason did they bring you in?
There's no reason. I'm sitting in a friend's house.
Well, I just want the complete story. What was done, if it was done, was wrong. Nothing was done, but I want the complete story from you.
Yes, sir, I'll
not
tell you.
just what happened, not just what we did wrong. I want to know what you did wrong that precipitated this. That's all.
All right.
Doesn't matter what he did wrong.
I'll tell you what I did.
Complete story. He's not telling the complete story.
All right, I'll tell a complete story.
It's wrong, and I conceded it's wrong. But why doesn't he tell the complete story?
Let me talk, will you?
The complete story.
I was in a homosexual's house, watching his TV set, waiting for his cousin to come back. His cousin's 17 years old. Happens to be a friend of mine. He's a homosexual. They come in and they try to make me say that I'm a faggot, you know.
All right, if you'll stay after, I will register your complaint, and you'll find out that it'll be investigated, and you'll be treated properly.
If anyone here is harassed by any police officer, we will, be sure to take his badge number down, his car number, and we will see this man. We will see this man. And then I like to know if we come to you with, a badge number, a car number, and you find this officer to have really harassed one of the people here, like what will happen to him?
Now let's wait and see.
We'll send you complaints that we'll get from the neighborhood weekly.
Any harassment of the young patriots through our political organization, you are taking on personal responsibility to see that it doesn't happen.
Of course, I have to. This is my responsibility. In the past, the poor neighborhoods have been exploited by persons who have been less than American. There's so many of these anti-American, pink, even red organizations.
I really resent the statement that you said that there might be some red or this kind of thing, because I personally think that I'm as better, or at least as good as an American as you are, and I think that if there's anyone here in this audience who is not an American, I think you should point this out. I think the purpose of this meeting was to, in fact, accentuate that positive part, that here we are, Americans, red, black, yellow, white, with one goal in mind, to build a society. And this is why I regret you bringing up that fact that there might be some red taint here.
I said the potential in a poor neighborhood is disproportionate than any other neighborhood for people being exploited by these types of people. How could I possibly say anybody in this room has any other feature than complete, pure-blooded American? How could I say it? I don't know a person in this room.
Yeah. I remember the Young Patriots, and I'm not going to run out a long line of particular harassments that have been thrown up against people, but just use one to clear up a point you made, which is probably the strongest point we've been talking about tonight. And that is, I've been in the house of Southern white people, and I've heard policemen, pardon me ladies, say, throw them up against the wall and say, you fucking hillbillies, what you got on you, and this kind of thing. And all I want to say is, when you talk about tolerance, we're not tolerating this, we're angry. 100 years ago, this flag, which I wear on my cap, represents the Confederate States of America. We was beat down, and we beat down people for 100 years, and we know what it's like to beat down people. We beat down people hard. We all getting ourselves together, we're angry about it, because we're all beaten down today. And we're going to be out on the streets, and we'll be helping you if you want our help. And it's not the matter, we communists, we this or that and the other. We're just folks who are trying to get things straight in our community. Is that clear enough?
Does anybody here believe what they had to say?
They asked me what I think of the police officers now. I think they were just feeding us a bunch of shit tonight to keep anything getting started.
You tried your best, man. Because you're about the community, and you're not going to let them stop you.
Hey, Bob, we can't let this happen because they're going to let us just go down, man, like we was a long time ago, where they can start this shit up again, but we'll have to go through it again. We'll keep on going through it. We ain't never going to get nothing done.
There's one thing we got to do. We got to get out. We got to reach a lot of people, man, because if we don't, we're going to get picked off easy. So we're going to get picked off quick. And we got to get people to back us up and show them that they're backing us up so they get off our backs.
That's right. They don't want us to build ourselves up like the Panthers did. Because they're afraid that if people's going to keep building themselves up, that we're all going to get together and we're going to get done what we want done.
These 200 buttons here, well, Panthers going to start wearing them now. See?
They're going to try to prevent this every way they can by acting like our friends. That pig almost had me convinced tonight, man. He did. I started even believing this shit.
See, that's his job.
I know that.
That was his job. One of the most important things that he was worried about him now, because that was one stage we went through tonight. Talk with him. Now the whole thing now is community. Get in touch with everybody in this community. Put pamphlets in the stores, even hand one to a police officer on the corner.
Anything to get them in.
But what if it don't happen? What are we going to do? We're going to fight them or what? I mean, what
We're jerking the community in, man. The community's going to fight. We're going to be part of the community.
I mean, how are we going to fight them? Guns?
Don't get hung up on that now.
They ain't going to stop cracking our heads, man.
There's 1,000 people up here, Jack.
We'll get it sooner or later, man.
Later? When you later, I'm gonna be dead. I don't give a fuck. You laying in your grave. You lay in your grave, and other people can still be fighting. You ain't got shit, man.
I might lay into my grave, but I'll feel good to know that I fought for my fucking land.
I ain't gonna be. You know why? Because I'm gonna say, motherfucker, I'm gonna fight for that shit. And pretty soon, motherfucker, if they ain't gonna give it to me, if they ain't gonna give it to me, we gonna fight the motherfucker. Man, I'm gonna walk down the motherfucking street and them fucking cats messing me. I just go, bam, motherfucker, this is live.
That shit is out.
Yeah? Well, if I got 15,000 guys behind me, motherfucker, it's gonna be a different scene. You can think the best things you want when you die, saying I'm a hard motherfucker, but I'm dead, man.
I'm gonna be a hard
That's it, man. That's it, motherfucker, man.
Hey,
I met this cat from now, man, when I got out of high school. He fucking joined up, man. Went to now for 4 years, man. He come back, he said, man, I don't care how big you are. Big, hard-ass motherfucker. He said, you watch them cats go over there, man. I'm a hard motherfucker. He said, them old cats are dead, man. Them cats are dead, man. Some little cat go, bam, you a dead motherfucker, man. You can be the hardest cat in the world, man. Some cat shoots you, and you're a dead motherfucker right then and there.
The night you ain't crying, man, begging to get the fuck out of here. If I know I'm dying, I know I got the satisfaction. At least I fought.
Ain't no satisfaction in dying, man. Fuck it, man. Ain't no satisfaction in dying. Ain't no satisfaction in dying a hero, man. man, you're fucking dead. And that's it. You can die a hero, you're still a fuck.
We got a plan.
Fuck it, man. When you're dead, it'll make no difference, man. You're a fucking hunk of shit.
We got to plan it so we win, not so we die, man.
Fuck them. I don't dig dying, man. You ever grew up? Fuck yes, I'm gonna die sometime, and that's why I say it ain't no sense in working all my fucking life for bullshit, because I know I'm gonna die. Ain't no sense in putting up with the horse shit they put on you all the time, because I know I'm gonna die. That's what it's about, man. Ain't no sense in waiting, so I'm gonna be 95 years old, drive my XKE. Fuck them, man. I want it now, because it's mine.